I'm sure we have, I'll just stop sharing, and we have Sister Aneta with us. Yeah, there you are. Thank you so much for being there. And I'm sure you heard a little bit of the conversation, but before I pass it on to you, I have to introduce you at length for our audience because you're joining us for the first time.
Yes.
So thank you so much for accepting our invitation. And Sister Aneta, I hope I'm pronouncing it right because in Hindi also we say Aneta. So she was born in Poland and she's got a diverse career across Europe and Asia. And she's played multiple roles in marketing, project management, business excellence, and logistics. So you can all ask those questions if you have related to that as well today. And coming to her journey in Brahma Kumari, since 2011, she has been dedicated to the India One solar thermal power plant, which is a research and development project for the round-the-clock renewable energy, which all of you know we had Brother Golo a few weeks ago. And she's an active member of the Brahma Kumari's Environment Initiative. And she's represented the BKs at various United Nations platforms. And also, as we speak, she currently is the director of Brahma Kumaris in Poland and a member of the Polish National Coordinating Team. She has coordinated from 2014 to 2016 many activities of the Awareness Cum Training Center for Concentrating Solar Thermal Technology. And that's a collaborative initiative supported by the Government of India's Ministry of New and Renewable Energy. So it's really a big initiative. And she also actively engages in environmental advocacy as a member of the BK initiative. She's represented United Nations, various organizations for climate change, for Convention to Combat Desertification, for biological diversity, so on and so forth. So here we are, she's there with us today. And what she says that through her blend of spiritual dedication and professional acumen in sustainable development, she endeavors to collaboratively forge a brighter future for all of us. And as always, before I give it to her, a few lines on the value of forgiveness and on her. Today on the auspicious Ganesh Chaturthi Eve, let's invoke the divine presence of the Supreme Shiv, who converts us into being smart from being naive, like Sister Aneta, so that Maya doesn't get a chance to deceive. The lost fortune we are then able to retrieve and become happy, not having any more to grieve. Our life then becomes of one who is able to give and give, forgetting people's mistakes and able to forgive. This is indeed the true way of life to live, whereby we don't hurt, we live and let others live. With no soul then ever having to heave and depart from this world by taking appropriate due leave. So thank you so much for being there. And with this, the stage is on. Thank you. Over to you.
Om Shanti, greetings of peace. I hope you can hear me well.
Yes,
I am
very
actually, thank you. I am actually somewhere in the middle of Polish mountains. We are having a beautiful retreat with Sister Aruna from Oxford Retreat Center and Sister Pavitra from Kuwait. And for the last few days, we are actually exploring the theme of harmonizing our sanskaras. So how to come into harmony. And yes, I'm very privileged to be here. And I have seen a little bit what you have done already. And I have heard the summary of Didi Sudha. So I believe you have learned already so much about forgiveness. So I'm not sure about my humble sharing, but I will do that. I will share what I understand about forgiveness and some of my experiences. And I'm happy to see some of my friends here, and I'm happy to make new friends. So thank you for inviting me indeed. And forgiveness. I was thinking about forgiveness for the last few weeks, thanks to your invitation. So thank you very much for that, because at least for me, that already brought a lot of benefit. And I realized that forgiveness is actually a power, very important power in our life today. And this is the power that can really heal the heart, my heart, but also the heart of the whole humanity. And this is maybe the only way that can really, truly makes us complete again and free. So how to create and experience the land of forgiveness? It's possible only when we get to know and we connect with the ocean of forgiveness. And my experience over last weeks, as I said, I was very much aware and I was very attentive and I practiced forgiveness on myself. So every time I would think, oh, I'm not good enough. I don't know how to do this. Oh, I'm not worthy of it. Every time I had any criticizing thoughts towards myself, I would stop and really forgive myself, because I understand how much harm it creates on the soul. And I would like to structure this 1 hour in a way as we do our gatherings at all those different UN conferences. Actually, we use the method which was developed by indigenous peoples of Fiji, and it is called Talanoa dialogue. And I believe it's a very simple way, but also very effective to bring about the change. So basically, there are 3 questions that are asked and then answered. The first one is, where are we at? Then where we want to go and how to get there. So I would like to do this today, but in a little bit different sequence. I'd like to start from the vision of the world that we would like to live in the concept of forgiveness. So today, I will share some of the insights that I understood from this spiritual path. But also, I would like to include some moments of reflections and meditation. So now I would like to propose that we start with the first reflection. And this will be about the land of forgiveness. So please sit comfortably, be relaxed. Take a few deep breaths in, breathe in deeply, and breathe out long. And repeat it. Breathe in deeply, and make a long breath out. And now for a moment, let us think, what would such a land of forgiveness look like? So let us reflect on a beautiful vision of God. So there is this story that once God was asked a question, in what light would you like to see the world? And then God answered, my deepest wish right now is to create a land of forgiveness, a land where each one is uncritical and does not keep any stern eye on anyone's mistakes or weaknesses. A land where there is complete harmony between humans, despite all their differences. So I want the entire human race to proceed into such a land of forgiveness. So now let us imagine a land of forgiveness, a world where forgiveness is in the heart of every interaction, where we look past each other's flaws, mistakes, where we embrace each other with understanding and compassion. In this land, there are no unfulfilled expectations. There are no disappointments. There is no hurt. There is no bitterness. There is no internal pain from the past. In the land of forgiveness, no one gives sorrow. No one takes sorrow. In the land of forgiveness, no one takes sides. Everyone is all together in a loving circle. And in the land of forgiveness, here and now, we all are free. We all are complete. We all are flying to our perfection. And land of forgiveness is a space where the hearts are open, where every heart is healed, is clean, is full of light. For a moment, let me feel this land of forgiveness. What it is to be like to live in a land of forgiveness. And I know that land of forgiveness is just one step away from land of purity, peace, happiness. So now the question is, do I want to contribute to create such a land of forgiveness? Would I like to be God's helper to co-create it? How can I create it in my life, here and now? The word of freedom, love, and harmony. Land of forgiveness. Thank you. So I believe we all would like to live in such a land of forgiveness now, before we reach the land of full purity, complete purity. So how to get there? In order to understand this, first we have to see where are we? And I'm sure we all would agree that the land, the world in which we live right now, is a world of unforgiveness, the lack of forgiveness. But what does it mean? How can we describe the current situation? So the first description I would like to propose of the current land of unforgiveness, and maybe those things that I will mention now are a little bit strong. So please forgive me if they are too strong, but I believe sometimes it's good to wake up and then really to become aware what it is, and then if I want to change it. So the first analogy I would like to use is to say that this word today, the word of lack of forgiveness, is like a jail. And when I was preparing for this little intervention, I read different stories. And I'm sure you have heard the story of Nelson Mandela. It's very often given when we speak about forgiveness. So when he was freed and he was walking out of this Robben Island prison, he had to face two sets of doors to go out from the prison. The first doors, this was the door which was ending his physical imprisonment. So that was okay. But the second door, this was a door which if he would go out of it, he would get free from the prison of his mind. Because he understood that actually it's just not the matter of going out from that prison, but he has to become free from any anger that he could have because of the situation in which he was for so many years, free from any bitterness, free from any resentment, free from any hatred. So he was a very sensible and also spiritual person. So he took this decision that he is also leaving this prison of his mind. And this conscious decision freed not only him, but it helped the whole country of South Africa to start the new chapter. But I think it also helped the whole world to create hope for everyone. So he understood that forgiveness is not about forgiving others, but it's about freeing myself. So I think this is a very beautiful story that we can relate to, and then we can see for ourselves in what kind of jail am I today. Jail means something what is limiting me, what doesn't allow me to use my full potential. So what is it? What do I avoid? What I don't want to do? What am I afraid to do? With whom I don't want to work? Let me check all these aspects of my inner prison because of the things that happened in the past. Maybe I did something wrong and I am ashamed to change it and to move on. Maybe someone else did something wrong towards me and I did not forgive. So I am in this limitation of relationship. So let me check it and see how I can become free. The second analogy, when I was thinking about this lack of forgiveness in the current situation, is that it is like a wound. Unforgiveness is like a wound that I choose or I refuse. I refuse to heal it. I keep this wound in me, and every time I think about it, this wound becomes deeper and bigger. And it's not healing, but it's even more affecting myself. So the wounds, these are emotional hurts. This is the pain from the past when someone hurt me or I hurt someone. So these wounds not only impact my spiritual health, but it impacts even my physical health. It is like a burden from the past that I have to carry. It's very heavy. I become very tired and I am disheartened. And then it affects even in a psychosomatic way, the physical health of my body because of these different emotions that are stuck in different parts of my body. And then my immunity system becomes less. And then these wounds that are not healed, they are also affecting my relationships with others. because I'm wounded, I am not complete, and I am not able to create healthy relationships. So it is a very serious illness of unforgiveness. Then another analogy I would say is that, okay, I may forgive someone, but forgiveness is really about forgiving everyone. Because unforgiveness, if I don't forgive even one person, it is like a drop of poison in this glass of water. So I can forgive many people, but this one person whom I cannot forgive, it will poison me. So actually, when we speak about forgiveness, it is a matter of radical forgiveness. I have to forgive radically. Radically means everyone, including myself, and everything. So it's a big thing, radical forgiveness. And actually, in the world outside, there are many different methods, therapies about forgiveness. And one of the systems is called radical forgiveness. Maybe you have heard about it. A little bit I read about it, but what touched me was one story I've heard just recently from two therapists of this radical forgiveness. So these were two women in Poland, and they went to women's prison in Warsaw. This was a very strict prison. The prisoners who were there committed very bad criminal acts. So these women, these therapists, they wanted to organize so-called circle of forgiveness. They didn't know what to expect, how it would be. So they went there and they did it. And actually it was very deep and healing experience for those women prisoners. But one thing which I thought was very interesting was when in one of the exercises, they asked those prisoners, the women, they asked the first question. Those of you who ever hurt anyone, did any wrongdoing, please step into the circle. So then this woman did it. And then the next question was, any one of you who experienced any hurt, who was hurt by others, please step into the circle. And they did. And in this way, actually everyone was at that moment in the circle. And the thing is that at this moment, the energy that was in the circle was the same. The energy of the oppressor and the energy of the victim was the same energy. It is quite interesting because it doesn't matter whether I hurt or I was hurt, the energy which is created there is the same. It is an energy of pain and suffering and guilt, but most of all, it is destructive energy. It takes me down, it drains my life out of me. And both of these groups experienced the same energy. So for me, it was just one more insight to understand how important is this forgiveness on both sides. So yeah, I think it's always good to stop. And it is such a deep topic, and you already had 2 hours on that. Beautiful input from Didi Sudha, and then you had this workshop, but I still believe it's just the beginning of this process. So really it's good always to go inside and to ask myself, what am I holding on to? And how is it affecting my life? What would it feel like if I forgave? If I moved forward? If I let go? What would be this feeling like? Or maybe I'm fearing of anything. If I do this, what am I afraid of? So it's like weighing, checking what I lose if I forgive and what I gain if I forgive. I believe we consciously have to do this exercise. for ourselves. So then the third question would be, okay, we know where we would like to be, what kind of world we would like to create. Then we know where we live right now, how harmful it is. So, okay, the third question is, how do we get out from the current world and how we create the world that we all desire? So here I would like to propose a few methods, maybe 5 points. Let's see, one by one. So I think the first step always will be the realization. Realization that it is up to me, that I want to forgive and that I have to forgive, that it's not waiting for others to come apologize to me or to ask for forgiveness. I have to do this because I want to get out of this jail, because I want to heal myself and the world, because I don't want this poison in the world anymore. I want to be free from that burden. So this is very important realization, and not everyone has it. This is something what we really have to understand why I would like this, because it's not an easy process to follow. So it requires really this decision and determination from my side. And when we speak about realization, it can be realization from the head, like now, yeah, after hearing all this, bad sides of unforgiveness and benefits of forgiveness, of course I want to forgive. So this is a realization from my head, but it will not be enough. There has to be a realization from the heart. And realization from the heart, I think, can be based on two things. Realization from the heart will come when I have enough. When I suffered already so much, I have already so much pain that I don't really want this anymore. And pain is a very good indicator that something is not okay. Like when we have any pain in the body, immediately we take some actions. Either we do that or this, depending what we believe in, but we take care of it to eliminate it or reduce it first. So emotional pain, spiritual pain is also indicator that something is not right and I should take care of it. And this pain would be in my heart. So that helps me to realize that I want to change. So pain, but on the other side, there is love. I want to change from the heart because of love. What kind of love? Then there can be so many reasons of love. Of course, it's good if I could do it because of love for myself, because I want to move on. I want to go on. I love my stage, so I want to change. Love, good wishes for others, and finally love for God, because I know that God, He doesn't want me to suffer. He wants me to heal. So let me make this realization that yes, I will be serious. I will take it up and I will enter this journey of forgiveness. So this is, I think, the first step. The second step would be understanding. And this is essential step. What kind of understanding? Yes, we are all here more or less on a spiritual journey. So always the first lesson is the understanding of who I am. So also here it is essential. The understanding that I am the inner being, and the understanding that I create my thoughts, my feelings, my actions. And the understanding that originally I am good, I am full of light and love and joy. This is my original and true nature. And understanding that not only me is like that everyone is like that, is the spiritual being, originally joyful, peaceful, loving. And understanding that all of us are in this universal journey. We all have this universal history. And we all go in this journey from the good to the bad, and then to good again. And everyone is included in that journey. So now I would like to again offer a short reflection on these 2 points, because again, one is understanding with head, but another thing is understanding with heart by experiencing. So obviously this time is too less to create maybe some deep changes, but at least if we can get better insights and some experience, that would be already good. So it can be followed through later. So let us have a moment of reflection again, okay? So again, let us sit straight and just with one thought, you think, who am I? So concentrate all your attention, focus all your thoughts in this one point of awareness, in the point in the middle of the forehead. And as I do it, I feel I become lighter. I go inside and I remember that truly I am the conscious energy, this energy of light that lives in this physical body. But I am not that physical body. I am the one that is invisible, but the one who is very powerful. If I remember, I know that it is the inner being, this point of spiritual energy that has capacity to think, to decide, to do, to create my life. So now, let me think, let me remember from where I came. Let me go beyond time. Let me go beyond the space. In my mind, let me go back and return to my true home, the home of me, the soul, the spiritual being, the point of light. My home is up above, beyond this physical dimension. It's a world of light. It's a land of peace and silence, where I resided, where I was complete. I was pure, I was light. But then I came down to express myself, to experience myself, to experience relationship with others, to experience happiness. I came down to this land of this physical matter. And I was joyful, I was happy. Everyone was happy, everyone was loving. It was a land of happiness and love. But as time went by, slowly, slowly, I became distant from myself. I started to forget who I was. I started to engage so much in this world of matter, in the physical dimension, that I started to identify myself with the body, with what I did, with whom I was with. I forgot. I was light and love and peace and joy. And I forgot to whom I belong. And this separation made me lonely. And this separation made me painful. I started to feel the pain of loneliness, the pain of missing this pure, joyful, wonderful life. And as I did it, I started to react in this way. I started to cause pain to others. This pain is the reason that I was not able to be happy. And the same happened to everyone else. We lost our true identity. We lost our peace, our love, our joy. And we started to hurt each other, wanting things from others. And as we were not able to fulfill these expectations, we were hurting each other even more. So now, let me think about someone who hurt me. How do I look at this person? From which perspective I look at them? Do I look from the perspective of their current conditions, which is about forgetting who they were? Can I remember who I truly am? It's just a matter of a thought. It's just a matter of a feeling in my heart. Can I remember who I am and who they are? And can I change my vision? And can I see the goodness in that soul? Can I see the original love? Can I see the original joy? Can I remember it? Let me change the way I see myself and others. And that allows me to go beyond this temporary current situation. And as I do it, I change and the other one changes. And we start recreating the land of peace and joy. My vision changes myself and the other one. My good wishes help transforming me, transforming others. It's like God. He only sees that what is true, what is eternal, what is good. Let me make effort and do that with love too, and see how my relationships change. And then this universal journey will take us back to our home. Thank you. So this is a matter of healing spiritual amnesia, we can say. Then going forward, the next point we can consider in healing unforgiveness is something quite maybe obvious already for all of us. It's to understand that whatever came to me, it was for me to learn something out of it. So the question is, what did I learn out of that? And it can be that I learn that I really should not react with any violence, aggression. I should not be reactive. I should be able to respond from my true self. It's a process, but it starts always with realization and then with checking myself. So what did I learn out of that situation? What makes me better? What brings me closer to my aim? So one thing is to learn how I reacted in a bad way, this way hurting others, but maybe I also have to learn that I should not be so naive. Like brother was saying in the beginning, sometimes we are maybe too vulnerable and we should be more sensible because there are so many things going around us, and whatever happens, it's not just the thing which is the instant reaction. Many things happen because of things that happened long time ago. So I have to be actually very alert all the time, understanding in what time I live. And then I can learn out of that. I can become stronger and I can become more, let's say, immune to this kind of influences. I can take life in my hands. And then if I can do this, it's like forgiveness would change into gratitude. It's like loss changes into benefit. And it only helps me in whatever way I need to be helped. Of course, these are only words, but to have this attitude of learning, to make this effort and in this difficult situation, to stop, step back and see, really, out of love, not this realization of love, what can I learn out of it? How can I use it for my progress? And then the next step, next understanding, and also you have spoken about this already, is actually to take responsibility for whatever has happened. And this is difficult. And I was observing different people who are not able to forgive, who believe they are victims of other people. I have this kind of people in my circle of low kick, of worldly family. So it's so easy to make myself a victim and to treat the other one as an oppressor. But how does it help me or anyone else? It doesn't help. And it's very difficult to come out of that circle, but really, it is necessary if I want to forgive. So, of course, here, if I become a victim, then it means I have no power. This self-inflicted victimhood makes me powerless. And then, of course, I cannot do anything. So then, how to get out of that? It is to understand that these circumstances, they don't happen by themselves, that they are results of something what was before. And you have spoken about so-called karmic accounts. And I think everyone is familiar with one of main spiritual laws, which is, we call it law of karma, or whatever we sow, that we reap, as they say in Christianity, right? So this is nothing new. We all can say, yes, it is like this. But now it is a moment to understand what was my role in that situation. And even if I cannot understand, then I need to accept that there was something what I had done before that caused it. Because whatever happens to us, this is the fruit of our thoughts, feelings, actions before. So to take responsibility by accepting it, and then to take responsibility means to change. No, it's not enough to say, I'm sorry. It is not enough. If I'm really sorry, then I have to make an honest commitment that I will change. And I will do my best not to repeat that mistake. It's a big thing, but it is again a conscious decision that I can take if I want to. This forgiveness is a very deep inner work. So we are here to help each other. So let us see how we can do it for our sake and for the sake of everyone else. So I change my actions. And you know the word for giving, right? It means for giving. So really one very good antidote for lack of forgiveness is giving. And it's a big thing to ask. But if I am on the spiritual path, this is what I should do. I should give more, and I should give even more to those whom I want to forgive. Just, you know, when you are thinking about a certain topic, then so many things you hear which are related to this topic, right? So just yesterday, someone was sharing that one of our seniors was asked how to forgive people who really hurt them a lot, like criminal acts, like war. And she answered, yeah, keep giving, give, give, give. It's a high destination. And how can I give? From where I can give? So of course, it's not that I can give if I don't have it. So I have to take care of myself. I have to feel myself from the source. And it's a long and deep process. And in this 1 hour, we are not able to go into depth, but some highlights of what I believe should be done are like this. So giving. Forgiving is for giving. And then I can heal myself and also can help healing others. So my actions, of course, always starts with my thoughts and feelings. And then if I do all these things and I'm still not able to forgive, that may happen very much, then I really have to reach out to deep spirituality. You know, this law of action-reaction, it applies to me, but it applies also to the other one who hurt me. So if I try to forgive, if I ask for forgiveness and it is not happening, then I think at this moment, I really have to trust this universal spiritual laws, like this law of karma, because everyone will get fruits of their actions. And it has to be settled at the end of the day. So I just trust that it will happen. And then it gives peace to my mind. And then at least I can go and sleep peacefully at night. I don't deepen this wound in me. And then, and this is actually the best way, always, is to give these hurt feelings, or even if I hurt someone, to put it in front of the ocean of forgiveness. The one who knows the truth, who is the truth, the one who is ocean of compassion, ocean of love. And to be honest, to present it to him, her, and to give it. And yeah, it's not that actually God forgives. God doesn't have to forgive because he never condemns. So what would he have to forgive? He's not forgiving, but with his love, his mercy, he allows me to heal myself and then to help others heal. His knowledge, his power of love is transformative. And this is really the only way to heal these deep wounds in the soul. So, yes, and then of course, always the best is to prevent things rather than to heal. So in order to prevent, I need to work on myself. So I don't let others hurt me. I will not hurt others. How can I do this? Again, by being in the company of the one who is ocean of love, who is ocean of knowledge. So then I know what to do and I have power to do what is right. And maybe the last thing which I would like to mention is about self-forgiveness, because everything I know now starts with self-forgiveness. If I don't forgive myself, how can I forgive others? Not possible. If I don't forgive myself, how I can ask others for forgiveness? Somehow the experience shows that if I am able to forgive myself, then others will also forgive me. This is how it works. And here, maybe very shortly my experience of my self-forgiveness, which started and still is, of course, this process going on. But as brother was introducing me, yeah, on physical, external level, I was always very lucky and very successful in anything what I did. I always was very successful. The best in school, then very successful in my career, achieving all different steps in this career ladder, working in Poland, Hong Kong, Tokyo, Shanghai. Not many people from Poland get these chances. Having beautiful apartment, earning good money, traveling everywhere. Can you hear me?
Yeah, ignore that.
Okay. So that was really good, but I was not happy. Something was missing. And I was always comparing myself to others, and I was feeling always unworthy. So then when I came to Brahma Kumaris and I started to study Raja Yoga, I embarked on this journey of exploring and really journey of forgiveness. And I did some exercises, spiritual exercises. And just in short, actually my story was that I was not happy with myself. No matter what I did, how successful I was, it was never enough. Because long time ago, this soul betrayed God. Can you imagine? Soul betrayed God. How is it possible? Long time ago. So then, in the introspection, in meditation, in deep yoga, I understood and I felt that God never, even for a millisecond, had any bad thought against me, that I would betray him. Whatever I did, it was just to happen. And he never had any resentment towards me. Just in contrary, he has always loved me because he knows me. So it's not a matter of him forgiving me or me living up to his expectations, and then I projected his expectations towards everyone else. It was wrong. For all these years, I suffered. I was not able to enjoy my life. So then I understood I have to forgive myself for that thing, this misunderstanding, misconception, really. And I did, and I changed. But this is so deep that, of course, it takes time because it was built over so many years. I cannot expect it will be fully healed in 10 years or 20 years. So it's a journey, but I see the progress. And the thing was that God doesn't have to forgive me because he never condemned me. And the point which I made out of that and what I'm working on is to build my self-respect. I think self-respect is essential for me to be able to forgive myself and others. And also when I build my self-respect, I will not be hurt by others and I will not hurt others. And the only way to build self-respect is to understand that I am God's child, loved by him fully, and that I am in this journey, but I am beloved God's child. So yeah, that would be the story. And I would like to finish with a short meditation, but I don't know if we have time. What would be the plan?
Yeah, sure. We have time, but we'll just do the other formalities first, and then in the end, we'll do a meditation. Yeah.
Okay.
So thank you so much for your wonderful journey, which you shared, and also the detailed steps of forgiveness, which were full of values. So I'll now invite Sister Anu to please propose the vote of thanks, and then do the other things as well. I'll do the announcements after that. Yeah.
Thank you, Manoj, brother. Yeah, as brother said it right, so in detail, you have explained how realization and understanding is needed to forgive, that forgiveness is actually to free myself. And it's a deep inner work. Also, I loved it when you brought that realization that who hurts and who is hurt are in the same experience, same feeling, low energy, far away from our real self, our authentic self. So we have to commit to be our real self, that is freeing ourselves, and taking the power from the source is only possible to do that. So very, very beautiful sharings. Thank you so much, Sister Aneta, on behalf of everyone who is listening today. And we will churn further and definitely bring this value of forgiveness. Right? And yeah, Brother Manoj, over to you.
Yeah, so thank you so much. And let us just quickly do the announcements. In the meantime, please be ready with your cameras on so that we can take the photograph. I'll just finish this announcements in a bit. Yeah, so in the next 12 hours, we are trying to go into the depth of this forgiveness, and we always end it with a silence retreat. So we're very lucky to have it tomorrow, India time, Sunday morning, and Saturday late evening for West Coast, Vancouver. So please join in, though it is for the regular Brahma Kumari students who are practicing Raj Yoga regularly, but you can always taste the flavor of what we do in this silence retreat. And also, I must say, go into the depth of silence, which will help you to introspect and help in developing that value. And a little bit of change we have. We are approaching the number 99, the auspicious 99 and 100. So this time we have a little bit of change for reasons which I'll let you know when we go on the workshop. So we'll be having a workshop first, followed by the episode. So 99th workshop will be on serenity, the month of September actually is full of peace because World Peace Day is celebrated. It's a United Nations initiative again on the 21st of September. So we'll have first with us Sister Elizabeth. She'll be doing the workshop talk as we are doing today, 14th September. Sister Elizabeth is one of the senior Rajogi sisters, an excellent singer from the west coast of USA, and she serves as an instrument at the Anubhuti Retreat Center. And after that, then we'll have again Santosh Didi from St. Petersburg, Russia, and she'll be speaking on the Values for Life series episode number 99 after that on 21st September. And that happens to be the World Peace Day. So we'll be sharing all the other details as well on the groups which we have. And this is our elegant calendar. And all these series and the workshop, all are present on this playlist, which you can click, and you can feel free to share your feedbacks and comments on our emails, which are mentioned here. And also feel free to visit the websites vihasa.in and vancouver.brahmakumaris.ca. I'll just stop sharing and over to Sister Garima or Sister Anu for the photographs. Yeah, many
Okay,
people
so
have.
I'll take your photo. You can all also open your gallery view to see all of
So,
us.
Sister Aneta, you'd be wondering now they are putting their videos for the photo.
Okay.
So it's good.
So we all want to be with Sister Aneta and remember this remarkable moment of beautiful value, forgiveness. So you can switch on your video. Yeah, I thought that. Thank you.
They're a bit late. Okay, but fine. Okay, thank you. And over to you now for the closing meditation. So you'll be doing some commentary, right?
Yes, just
Yeah, okay,
for a
sure.
moment. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me center myself inside in this powerful point of awareness of who I am. I return to authentic me, this beautiful, sparkling, pure energy, eternal, loving, always. And in this awareness, I go beyond and I meet the ocean of forgiveness, the purest being, the Supreme One, the one that doesn't have to forgive anyone, the one that doesn't have to be forgiven, the one who loves everyone. I am with the ocean of forgiveness, and I remember I belong to him. Ocean of forgiveness and me. And being with him is the best moment of my time. Being in his company heals me. The waves from the ocean of forgiveness embrace me, and they reach every piece of me, the soul. And these waves of forgiveness cleanse out any pain, any resentment, any hurt in me, the soul. And it's like my whole history is being cleansed out. I become pure. I am healed. I am complete again. In his company, I know who I truly am. I have this understanding, and I get courage to remain this way. It's a courage to cooperate with myself, his wisdom, his love. Feel me, and I know what to do. I make a commitment in my heart that I will be alert, I will be aware, I will observe, and I will not allow myself to get hurt, and I will not hurt others. I want, together with him, the ocean of forgiveness, co-create the land of forgiveness for everyone, so everyone can feel safe, open, complete, free. I am the child of ocean of forgiveness, and I take his power of love with me, so I can be it and I can share it with everyone. I am complete and free soul. I will remember it. I become it. So I come back to the place where I am, to the role that I play, but with this commitment and this power of love. Om Shanti. Thank you.
Thank you so much for this beautiful experience and your talk. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Om Shanti.
everyone. See you soon again.